Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, yay, moving forward. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Fine.
Let's see what's going on with your fields then today. Okay. Okay. Start to get up these nervous frequencies up into the conscious awareness that's situated through your masculine body. Okay. I just feel like loads of tears coming on from that.
Um,
Allow that to be. We're going to just take a nice inhale, exhale, surrender, and train the self to know that it's safe to kind of open out the nervousness and open out the anxiety, actively derailing the consciousness, derailing your ability to act. Because what's going on there is you're getting caught up in the thought forms that's then triggering levels of emotional charge. So as that emotional charge is coming up to the surface, oh my God, this is really, really, really like uncomfortable. So as that charge, as these thoughts are there and presenting, the emotional charge kicks up a notch, and it's the emotion that's destabilizing you from kind of acting.
mhm.
Thought forms are being stirred, and the emotions are being, the emotional charge is being stirred, and the thought forms are kind of dialing up. Coming into a place of grounded, centered behaviors, and then just affirming to yourself, actually, I can do this. That starts to open out the emotion. It starts to open out the pathway for you to go in a different direction. It allows you, it basically carves a pathway through it because you're telling it that this isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
And the emotions that will come up, they'll keep on coming up. They'll be persistent, but it's if you can sit with it and be like, actually, I know this before. This is not me in my truth. Therefore, I can transmute this, or I can override this sequence. And it's done through that intention.
Mhm.
And just coming back to the breath there, because it feels like all of the body's just getting so tight and so constricted there, especially through the throat, and limiting the action. Let's just bring some nice gold light in there as we kind of challenge the thoughts, challenge the belief systems. This basically trains yourself to work through the emotion in real time and just says, nah, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm just gonna persevere and move through. And we want to just have a think, what is the worst that could happen? The worst that can happen with this situation is that you just stop and you don't do anything.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing that
I
will
think
happen.
that's what's been happening anyway,
Right.
because
So
I've not been doing anything.
that's the only thing that can happen. That's the only side of the worst thing that can happen, because if you don't know, you don't do.
Mm.
The worst thing that can happen is you don't do anything,
Hmm.
and you've done that. So let's try something different.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing all of this blue light just kind of come in and start to build a pathway forwards now. Crystalline pathway forward. Okay. And I'm just watching you go into this space. And as you cross the pathway, you cross the bridge, this then opens up a platform. And all around you here, we've got multiple other kind of pathways of choice. So it opens up the ability to choose new things. And I think it's here where the trauma is.
Mm.
Because once I get over that bridge, what do I do next? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. The mechanics train your conscious mind and your autonomic mind to kind of deal with it in a different way, because it's starting to reprogram to that new understanding. Okay, this is what's coming in. I know how to deal with it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's just allow that heart just to start opening there. It's like my voice has just started to shake as I was feeling into that then. Just running gold light through there. Clearing out the confusion. Clearing out the denial or rejection of the information. It's not attacking us, it's not doing anything to us, it's just a field of fear or a kind of presence of dominating fear that your essence is no longer going to be affected by.
Mm-hmm.
Releasing out all levels of self-doubt, restoring all levels of power, central nervous system recalibrating, recoding, radial system recoding, recalibrating. The entity itself just begins to kind of flicker and dissolve, graduate itself away, and then what that's then presenting as is like a kind of artificial hologram that is being artificially generated to kind of, so this will be another layer to it. It's an artificial generation that's kind of intertwined with an artificial intelligence overlay to create the control matrix. Right. So it's, you go through all of these different levels, and then it gets down to the core, which will be like an artificially produced structure that is basically keeping you in a state of limitation so it can harvest and draw from you to feed itself. And then as that would then prevent you from kind of expanding and going up the dimensional scale, up higher into your truer form. But now it's been seen, it can't be unseen, right? So we know what it is. And just coming into a state of love as we just recognize that, recognizing every time that you felt terrified, we're just going to bring love into that memory, into that scene, and invite it home, invite yourself home. Back in safety and updating the belief systems within these aspects that you made it through. You're no longer within the same position as you were back then. We're going to set some affirmations as well for you to just recode your awareness on a daily basis, which is like, I am safe, I am in no danger. And it's the training of the mind creates the mental mastery for when you come in and out of these environments. Even when you get triggered, you'll use them. I am in no danger here.
Yeah.
I am in no danger. And also I am claiming my body, I am expanding my light, which then allows you to kind of pull your essence back in to where it had been kind of stretched and pulled out. Yeah, we're going to connect into the permanent seed atom first and just allow this to expand and open beneath your feet, radiating light current up through the body, interfacing with your thymus. Thymus moves into expansion. 8th chakra opening. Seed atom then presenting the instruction set of Christ consciousness around in your field, which is then presenting as harmonic angelic sound tones, trying to remain safe. So the fear creates the control, and that creates the restriction of safety, which is what is needed for the feminine to kind of open out and blossom. That is the key to all of your psychic ability. That's the key to all of your expansive kind of interconnected, your divine attributes comes through the feminine. There are masculine aspects as well within that, but to allow yourself to feel is to allow yourself to kind of know source. You're allowing yourself to interconnect with everything through feeling. You just become more you. And then your soul is starting to relay the information, which then activates the nadial plexus. Because the nadial plexus is like the seat of the soul's heart. Basically, it's the soul's. It's like the heart of the soul.
Okay.
Okay, let's just allow that liquid light just to really infuse back into the body. You should actually start to feel very expansive now. You should feel like all your hips starting to open out, all of the spinal column opening. Still a state of minor restriction within that feminine body, but we're just going to amplify that with the security levels. And then just letting all of that neck join open out. And I'm just seeing all of this coding coming into your multidimensional body. And this is just creating expansion. It's creating the body to open out 360 degrees, which is then aligning new architecture, new templates, new kind of foundations and formations for it to sit in a higher state of oscillation and higher vibration. And this is essentially just stabilizing your inner masculine, your divine masculine, to kind of create that secure foundation for your feminine to rise, basically. And we just want to kind of bring in the feminine architecture as well to interface within that. So we've got balance between the two. The heart begins to spin and open. Reset and expansion. We've got the mother and the father's love connecting together and interfacing at the heart, which is then pouring back down into the child. Child goes through a grieving process, but like a kind of a happy grieving process in which she is being fed the things that are needed for her to expand, where she was in lack of in her own physical life. And what you're dealing with there is heaps of information without any rule book as to how to order it or put it into kind of awareness or structure. It just gets assigned to whatever we're going through at the time, and this is what it is, so therefore this is what I'm going for, therefore this is what it's about. Because there's no depth to the understanding at that stage, because nobody, like I said, nobody has a rule book for this. That is then kind of being brought back up for addressing and just understanding it on a different level, so we can detach the anxiety from the physical situation and just apply it now to the soul. And the soul's memories coming online. So when that opens, the weight of the emotional charges that come up to the forefront are then being left to deal with. So we'll just update through all fields, update through all localized grids, move to seal forward through all levels or layers of light through the breath of the unisized source field. Inhale, exhale, recode, release, and seal. We're done for today.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, no worries. How you doing?